you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank goodness the skies are parting. It looks like we will have drag racing here today. And we'd like to welcome you all to the 9th anniversary race, 1965, when the late Denny Milani made successive runs of 211, 209, 208, and 207 miles an hour. Another legendary milestone was winning the first inaugural race at Orange County International Raceway in Southern California with NHRA Hot Rod Hall of Fame reunion driver Kenny Safford behind the wheel. It's safe to say that perhaps no other man has brought as much pride and performance to Northern California racetracks, and you, the race fans, than Ted Gotelli. Ted, we appreciate what you've done for the sport, and we'd like to welcome you to the Jim Davis Memorial. Ted says thank you. We've got some very special guests here with us today that are going to kind of reminisce with us here for a second. Standing next to Ted is Frank Silva, a legendary drag racer in his own right, a native of South San Francisco. And Frank, can you tell us a little bit about what you remember the man next to you being like in the 60s?
Well, built one of my cars for me in the back of the shop. Everybody would say, well, nobody can build cars here unless they have a chassis shop. I said, no, I'll build you a car and it'll go straight. And he did, and he did, and we had a lot of good times. A lot of travel. Been a real good friend.
Frankie Silva, ladies and gentlemen. The man to my right is Pete Jensen. Kind of a wild spirit in the South San Francisco area in the 60s. He's since gone on to team up with some friends and run a nostalgia car many of you know as the Foothill Flyer. Pete, you had the luxury of being a crew member on some of those famous Gotelli cars that used to go down to Southern California every weekend and compete. How do you remember terrible Ted Gotelli?
Ferocious competitor, a ton of fun on the road. They call him Terrible Ted, but he's one of the best guys I've ever walked with. As a kid, growing up in South San Francisco, every Wednesday National Drag used to come and I'd be down there, it's not those kids looking to hell out. Finally, he told me, you go back to the shop and sit on the chair and touch on the damn thing. And there I sat for a couple of months. He finally put cars in wheels. But he caught everything I'm supposed to know. I haven't heard it yet, but he keeps yelling at me.
Pete Jensen, ladies and gentlemen, the owner of the Foothill Flyer drag racing team. You'll see them out here later this year. And Steve, if I can get you to stand over here. A very special guest with us here at Sears Point today is the NHRA Director of Competition, Mr. Steve Gibbs, a man who has many fond memories of Ted Gotelli.
Yeah, it goes back a long way. I've been fortunate over the years to deal with some really fine people. Ted, he's right up there among the top. I ran the Urbandale track back in the mid-60s, 66 to 68. Ted raced there a lot, raced a lot in the NHRA, and it just, it's a fond memory I have of Ted. I mean, he's got this image of being terrible Ted. He'll let you know what he thinks. He already has told me a couple things today. But, I mean, he's got a heart of gold. It's been my privilege to have him as a friend for 30 years.
Well put by Mr. Steve Gibbs. You know, the Gotelli legend continues today with Larry Gotelli Jr. He runs the Alcohol Dragster. Ted, again, we really appreciate everything you've done. On behalf of Good Guys, we'd like to make a presentation. If we can have that little trophy over here. We're presenting you with an original bronze Emmy trophy. It has your name on the side here. And Joel, if you could just hand that form, and we're going to take some pictures here with Ted. On behalf of Good Guys, we appreciate the Gotelli legacy. Ted, again, thanks for coming.